But the fun part can be this beginning stage where you as the student can really begin to research different colleges. And actually, a good place to start sometimes is right online before you really get out there and visit college campuses. And here are some websites: College Navigator and College Scorecard, as well as Big Future from the College Board and MEFA Pathway from MEFA. Ways that you can go in and put in information about who you, the student, are, and then it will scan through a list and present to you colleges that meet what you are saying you would like. I would like to go to college in Massachusetts. I would like to go to college in New England. I would like to look at colleges all over the whole country. I'm interested in engineering. I am hoping to play soccer. All of these things you can put into these searches and then start to review colleges that may be a good match for you. And you can see over to the right that these these searches will also give you lots of information. So this is UMass Boston, and it will tell you what the average annual cost is, the graduation rate, the median earnings of graduates, all of that. So this is just a start, but to get you going on the college search. And then you want to think about all of these factors when you're considering where you want to go to college. So, number one, institution size and location. And again, you may not know that as a junior in high school or a senior in high school, um, but that's something you want to be thinking about. And maybe when you visit a couple of colleges, you start to get a sense of you want a really large institution where the whole time you're in college, you probably won't meet everyone there and you'll keep meeting new people. Or some students might like an institution where they really do get to know the college, and over time it becomes smaller and it feels almost like a family. So those are um, factors that you can consider when you start looking and comparing different colleges. And do you want to be in a city? Do you want to be in a more rural area? Those are things that you can get from asking a lot of questions and visiting a campus. Above all, you want to have a good academic fit. And what does that mean? That means you want to go to college probably with students who study like you do and who get the type of grades that you do. And you can tell that by colleges have a profile of the last incoming class, and they can tell you about their GPA and their standardized test scores if they collected those. And you can get a sense also from visiting campus, talking to students on the campus about how will you fit in academically. Of course, you want to challenge yourself, but you want to be successful too. So you want to make sure you're a good academic fit. And you definitely want to make sure that the college has your intended major. So if you want to be an engineer, you need to make sure that the college has an engineering program. Many students don't have an intended major and go into college with an open mind, and that's fine. And you can do that. You have more choices that way. But if you do have an intended major, nursing, um, theater, then you really want to look at those specific programs. You also want to think about maybe your learning style and how that's worked for you in high school. And that can kind of sometimes even play into institution size. Do you like to be in a setting where maybe you'd be in a large lecture and you'd take it all in, take notes, and go home to your room and study? Is that maybe what works for you? Or do you like to be in a small classroom where there's conversation among 10 to 15 students every class? You might know some of that from high school. So those are things you can find out by getting to know colleges a little bit better. And then you want to think about the campus culture. Is it a college that has a huge athletic program? Is there a football game every Saturday in the fall? And do you love that? Do you love that the whole student body comes out and really supports that? Or would you like to be at a college where you can go hiking because it's, in an area where there's a lot of that available? Or would you like other arts? Do you want a place where there's a lot of music, maybe in a certain city or town. So think about that campus culture and again, ask questions of current students. And then most colleges, I've visited so many colleges, and most colleges have a wide range of activities, have study abroad programs, have career and internship services. So you're going to find those most places. But if you have special interests in any certain activities, or if you know you want to study abroad, um, yeah, look into those and ask questions about those on campuses too. And again, I mentioned this, you do want to make sure it's affordable. So you definitely want to um, learn about financial aid upfront as well.